Heyo, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming back again and having a look at my new video. My name's Darth Rich and we are back with Star Citizen, and we are going to do another ship. I wouldn't say review, I'd say have a look. I don't really feel knowledgeable enough to say that I can review these fully, but I certainly like to have a look at them, and hopefully you like to have a look at them with me. First things you'll notice is not only are we going to look at a different ship today, but we're also in a different hangar. This is the Revel and York hangar, and it looks looking very swish indeed, very swanky. Not quite sure what I've done to deserve to be in such a pleasant place, but it looks quite spectacular. Excellent, absolutely lovely surroundings, and nice, spacious and well lit. There's another ship down there that we haven't looked at yet, but we'll be coming back another day for that one. Now, I say we're looking at a new ship today. It is actually very similar to my last video. Last video we had a look at the MISC Freelancer, and today we're going to have a look at another Freelancer, but it's a slightly different variant. Today we're going to be having a look at the Freelancer Max. Now, the Freelancer Max is similar in appearance in some ways to the standard Freelancer, but it's more suited to transport because it has a largely increased carrying capacity as far as cargo is concerned. So if you're the sort of person that spotted the Freelancer and thinks that looks like a ship that you quite fancy, and transport and cargo is your number one aim of the game in the persistent universe, then I don't think you could go far wrong with a ship like this. And look at that, it looks absolutely glorious, doesn't it? I must admit, I'm only used to have had a look at the Southland hangar and also the AeroView hangar as well. And the ships in this particular hangar do look very nice indeed. I don't know, I suppose it's got slightly brighter lighting, so it helps you have a look, especially underneath these craft. You can have a right good look. So here we are. So you can see from appearance, especially from the side, it doesn't look like there's a huge amount that's different from the standard Freelancer. As far as dimensions are concerned, the length is exactly the same. They both come in at 32 meters. But when we look at the width, the beam of the spacecraft, then you start noticing a bit of a difference. The standard Freelancer is only 15 meters wide, but this one is a full 4 meters more, 19 meters. So when you look at it from this angle, you can see that it does start to look quite different. So freight is the name of the game. The carrying capacity, the cargo, is why you're buying this particular spacecraft, I guess. Now, it does quote on the website that the standard Freelancer carries 156 freight units. Now, I don't really know how to put that into context, but you can certainly see from the size of the cargo bay that that seems like quite a substantial amount. Well, the Freelancer Max nearly doubles that. It comes in, as quoted on the website, at 280 freight units, and look at that. When I just loaded this hangar up and I just came in here, I thought I had a different aspect ratio. It looks absolutely massive in comparison, and those of you that have seen the standard Freelancer, you'll notice that there's two extra forward thrusters there as well. So we're just going round the ship now, and you can see that slightly different colour scheme. I think the blues are slightly lighter on this one. As far as weaponry is concerned, it's still no slouch. It'll still be able to defend itself, but it does have slightly less as far as missiles and artillery is concerned compared to the standard Freelancer. The standard Freelancer has 4 class 3 hard points, where this one only has 2. Apart from that, I think everything's pretty much the same. You see the dual cannons on the side of the ship there. They're very similar, and it still has the turret at the back as well. So these thrusters, you can see straight away, they're absolutely massive. The intake is obviously twice as big because it's powering 2 thrusters. The max power plant size on this Freelancer Max is 6, which is 1 up from the max power plant size of the standard Freelancer. However, it does come with exactly the same power plant straight away. The 4 thrusters, the forward facing thrusters, are all TR5s. Again, the same class as the standard Freelancer, but you get 2 more of them. So if we're just going to go up in here and have a look inside the cockpit in the galley. Now, as soon as we come in here, everything seems very familiar indeed. Doesn't seem an awful lot that's different. So we've got the shower and bathroom there. Looks a bit cramped, and certainly if you're in here and your crewmates are out here, there's not an awful lot of space between you. Let's go up and have a look at the cockpit here. So we can see we've got 2. I don't know if these are passenger seats or not. As we talked about in the other video, there certainly seems to be some displays. Maybe they're just for reference, but whether anybody's going to be able to interact with these from these seats, I'm not quite sure. The website does quote that it supports a maximum crew of 2 persons, which is the same as the standard Freelancer. So maybe you get to swap out, give each other a rest, or just have some mates along for the journey. All sounds pretty good, I think. So looking at the bunks, we've got 4 bunks. So one would assume that even if there is only 2 people that can actually interact with the navigation, flying and defense of this Freelancer, then you're going to be able to have other people along for the ride as well. If we go up to the front cockpit, as you see, we've got 2 seats here. It certainly looks like there's 2 people that can interact with the flying here. And when we're sat in the seat, we've got it's almost identical. In fact, I can't really tell much of a difference. There's a slightly different colour scheme on the roof there. Everything looks a bit brighter. I'm not quite sure, to be honest, because last time I looked at this it was in the aero view hangar. We do have the exposed wires again and the pipe in there, so everything looks pretty similar. But you're not buying this for the cockpit, you're buying it for the amount of cargo that it holds. Again, it looks like we've got another station here. Again, this looks like it does have some sort of utility, or it will do certainly in the final game, but depending on how you interact with that, or even if you can, we'd only be speculating at this moment in time. Now this is again almost identical to the standard Freelancer. We assume that this is an airlock of some sort, whether it's we see a docking collar just above us there, looks identical in size. Looks like something that fits in there, I don't know. The level of detail again is absolutely fantastic. Those metals, and nothing looks like it's reused. I'm sure some assets are reused and such, but it's certainly not noticeable. The way the lighting is magnificent. Okay, there we go. So wow, anybody who's seen the standard Freelancer will obviously recognize it. It does look similar, but it literally looks like twice the size. Everything looks a little bit cleaner in here. I'm not quite sure what kind of texture that is. Not sure if I like it or not. looks almost glass-like or some sort of plastic, I don't know. But it looks a lot brighter in here than it does on the standard Freelancer. We've got the grills, whether those compartments underneath, because you can, I don't know if you can tell, but it does look like there's some room underneath these grills. Whether they can be used for storage or not, I don't know. These yellow pipings, these are different to that on a standard Freelancer. The finish on these, and it's not the best I've seen. I know we're spoilt quite a bit by the level of detail that goes into to some of these metals, and as anybody probably who knows watching this game's not finished. It will be updated and things will be retouched, and everything that does appear to be a little bit of a miss at the moment will be certainly sorted. So yeah, I don't know. You could probably get a small spacecraft in here, I would have thought. Whether that'll be allowed or not, I don't know. But certainly some sort of buggy together with the vast amount of cargo that you haul in. I would presume, I don't know this for sure, but I would presume that this will be able to fit through the same jump points and be able to dock at the same places as the standard Freelancer. So the next, I suppose the next craft up that will do a similar type of job will be the Constellation Taurus, which is a different size of ship. So one would presume that this is, if you're looking for max cargo and be able to access all the smaller jump points, then this is probably your only option. Now, the other Freelancers do give different utility, as we mentioned before. We've got the standard Freelancer, which is obviously the middle ground. We have the DUR or DUR, which offers less as far as cargo space is concerned, but does have increased jump and fuel capabilities. And then the MIS, which is the battle variant. But as far as cargo is concerned, that's all you're interested in, this is definitely your ship. And I would presume that this would be a great ship to start off with, because you'd probably be able to earn some credits fairly quickly, I would have thought, when we first get into the persistent universe. So we can see here, this is the cargo bay door. We can see the pistons all working there, all the hydraulics. You know, anything you see does have some sort of utility. It's absolutely fantastic. You know, the spacing and the style and the form factor of the different spacecraft, they all have to accommodate everything that works inside. Everything's got to have its utility or its reason for being there, and it's got to be accommodated in the way that it's styled. So, you know, I really like that. I think that looks, you know, it just makes everything feel a little bit more real. So again, just one last look at this cargo bay, and then we'll go and have a quick look round. So as the days pass, more and more I start getting excited about Star Citizen. You know, I by no means pretend to know everything, because I've only been especially interested in it for a few weeks now. I made my first pledge on the 1st of January, so I'm a little late to the party, which I perhaps would have liked to have been in a little bit sooner, but not to worry, we're here now. As far as the money's concerned, you know, there is quite a lot of money being spent on these ships, and to somebody who doesn't want to put the money down, it would be hard to justify how much some of us are probably spending on these spacecraft. But you've got to remember, you're not buying them. It's not a case that you have to buy these ships. These ships are a gift for pledging towards the development of this game. So, you know, if we spent a couple of $100 now, but as I did mention before, you do have the option to claim back the money that you've spent into credits that you can spend on other ships. So you can have a look at the different assets and the different spacecraft, and as new ones are available, you'll be able to have a look at those. So I'm just happy to be involved. I'm happy that somebody who's making such a magnificent game has got the funds to be able to do it, and the way the different stretch goals have been released, just go to show how much the community really believes in this project. And everything that's been promised and everything that's hopefully going to come to fruition is, sounds absolutely staggering. And when I mentioned to people who perhaps are not overly interested in even video games as such, when you start mentioning what this game or the persistent universe is going to offer finally, you can see that people get a little bit interested. So very excited. I'm going to hopefully come back with some more of these videos. Would like to come back and have a closer look at this hangar. It looks really nice indeed, very posh. And as you saw there, we've got the cutlass now as well, so hopefully we'll be coming back for another video with that one. So as always, if you have made it this far, thank you very much. It certainly means an awful lot. When I started making a couple of these videos, I just anticipated them just to be for myself or maybe a few people who happen across them to enjoy, but there's been quite a few views now, and it really makes me happy. So thanks ever so much for anybody that is watching the videos, and do feel free to subscribe, because there will be a regular flow of videos coming through. I haven't been able to do many this week because here in the UK we've had some quite bad storms, and I don't think you want to hear the howling wind on the audio, so I kind of held off doing videos just while the weather died down a bit. But as always, I'm Darth Rich, and thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time.